3 years ago this Tuesday, China launched its first aircraft carrier equipped with electromagnetic catapult technology, and now Beijing stands on the brink of operating 3 such leviathans at sea. The Fujian, named after the coastal province facing Taiwan, conducted its maiden voyage on June 17, 2022, and has since completed over 100 days of rigorous sea trials. With the carrier expected to enter service in 2025, China will join an exclusive club of navies fielding conventional power vessels that launch jets via catapult systems. This milestone reflects a leap in naval aviation capability and signals a new era for the People's Liberation Army Navy. Today, we chart the Fujian's journey from floating platform to frontline asset and examine how it compares to its 2 predecessors, the Liaoning and the Shandong. Initial trials for the Fujian began in early May 2024, when she slipped her moorings for her first at-sea tests, lasting from May 1 to May 8. During those early days, engineers and sailors alike put the carrier's hull, propulsion, and deck configurations through their paces, seeking any weaknesses before moving on to more complex systems. Since then, additional trials have focused on electromagnetic catapult launches, recovery operations, and damage control drills, accumulating more than 100 days at sea under varied conditions. Throughout this period, China Central Television has provided intermittent updates, showcasing the carrier's gradual but steady progress. According to official reports, successful catapult launches of dummy aircraft prototypes have provided confidence in the vessel's cutting-edge launch mechanism. Electromagnetic catapults represent a significant technological advance over the ski jump ramps featured on China's first 2 carriers. Rather than relying on the carrier's forward motion and a curved ramp to loft aircraft into the sky, these catapults use a linear induction motor to accelerate jets along the deck at precise speeds. This permits heavier aircraft to take off with full fuel and weapons loads, extending their operational range and mission flexibility. At full displacement of more than 80,000 tons, the Fujian is the world's first conventionally powered carrier to field this capability. With electromagnetic launch systems already in service on United States Navy carriers, China's entry into this domain narrows a capability gap that existed during the Liaoning and Shandong eras. Beyond its catapults, the Fujian will embark on a diverse airwing that includes fighter jets, early warning aircraft, anti-submarine platforms, and unmanned aerial vehicles. Fighter squadrons will likely consist of the J-15 Flying Shark and potentially the new J-35 stealth fighter, while airborne early warning will be provided by fixed-wing radar aircraft capable of detecting threats hundreds of miles away. Maritime patrol and anti-submarine operations will rely on specialized turboprop models fitted with sonobuoy launchers and dipping sonar systems. Drones will augment these manned aircraft, extending surveillance reach and providing targeting data without risking pilot lives. The carrier's integrated hangar decks and maintenance bays have been designed to support this suite of air assets around the clock. China's first carrier, the Liaoning, began life as a Soviet Kuznetsov-class hull before undergoing extensive refit and recommissioning in September 2012. The Liaoning pioneered China's carrier aviation program, but used a ski jump ramp to launch jets, limiting aircraft load and requiring innovative pilot techniques. 7 years later, in December 2019, China commissioned its second carrier, the Shandong, which was built domestically but retained the same ski jump design. Both vessels laid the groundwork in training, doctrine, and logistics for future carriers, yet neither fully mastered the sortie rates and load capacities achievable with catapults. The Fujian aims to absorb those lessons and leapfrog to the next generation of carrier operations. Military affairs commentator Wei Dongshu notes that the Fujian has exhibited steady progress throughout its trials and could join the fleet this year, according to China Central Television News. Wei emphasizes that commissioning the Fujian will accelerate pilot training cycles and validate carrier battle group tactics under high-intensity conditions. His commentary underscores the strategic importance Beijing places on mastering every aspect of carrier aviation. Similarly, Expert Fujian has highlighted the extended testing schedule necessary for integrating new systems, such as the J-35 stealth fighter. Fu believes the advanced technologies warrant thorough checks, but remains optimistic that full service entry will occur in 2025. With 3 carriers in service, China will match the United Kingdom and India, and edge closer to the United States in raw carrier numbers, though the United States will still maintain a larger and more experienced carrier fleet. Beijing's growing carrier force brings a qualitative transformation to the People's Liberation Army Navy's ability to project power beyond littoral waters. This shift enables longer patrols, forward basing exercises, and joint operations with surface combatants and submarines. Carrier task groups will be able to escort vital sea lines of communication, support humanitarian missions, and conduct deterrence patrols far from Chinese shores. Official media reports assert that China's enhanced carrier capability contributes to peace and stability by providing self-defense rather than blockading or intimidating other nations. Wei Dongshu contrasts this approach with what he describes as the gang-up tactics of Western naval alliances, which he says rely on joint blockades in strategic regions like the Western Pacific. China's narrative frames its carriers as guardians of maritime security, safeguarding commercial shipping and deterring potential aggressors. While such language reflects Beijing's worldview, it also reveals how naval power is presented domestically as a force for constructive engagement. As the Fujian moves closer to commissioning, training cycles will intensify, with pilots logging catapult launches, deck crews mastering launch and recovery drills, and command teams refining carrier strike group coordination. Live-fire exercises are likely in the coming months, testing the carrier's defenses against simulated air and missile threats. Logistic chains will expand to supply ammunition, spare parts, and specialized fuels to support sustained operations. Liaoning and Shandong will continue training and operations, forming the core of China's carrier task force while Fujian transitions from test platform to lead ship. Over the next decade, additional carriers may follow, each incorporating lessons from the Fujian to improve on speed, stealth, and automation. 3 carriers in rapid succession mark a turning point for the People's Liberation Army Navy and global naval balance. The Fujian's integration of electromagnetic catapult technology and cutting-edge air assets elevates China into an elite circle of navies capable of full-spectrum carrier operations. With commissioning slated for 2025, the Fujian symbolizes Beijing's ambition to safeguard its maritime interests and compete with established blue water fleets. As the Shandong and Liaoning continue building experience, China prepares to enter a new era of carrier aviation, one that will shape naval strategy and regional security for decades to come.